Have you ever felt like you've been completely cut off by a group, almost like you've been cursed or banished? It's a strange feeling, and it reminds me of something I read in the novel Clan of the Cave Bear. In that story, when someone committed a serious crime against the community, they were banished with what was called a death curse. This meant they were treated as if they no longer existed. No one would speak to them, look at them, or even acknowledge their presence. They became invisible, a ghost among the living. It was the ultimate social punishment. Now, I want to talk about how this can happen in our modern digital world, specifically in online communities like Second Life. Imagine this scenario. You form a connection with someone. Things seem great. Maybe you even hear words like, "I love you." Then, suddenly, silence. You're ghosted. But here's the twist. This person is a regular at your virtual place of business. What a tough spot to be in, right? It's incredibly awkward and emotionally draining. Let's dive deeper into this situation. The person who blocked you is part of a tight-knit virtual family that runs the business. Let's say it's an auction house. This group has a sort of imaginary father figure who leads the auctions along with his partner. They're the core of this community. So, when you're on the outs with one member, you're suddenly on the outs with the entire leadership team. It feels like you're not just losing a connection, you're being pushed out of a place you considered your own. This person tried to handle it with grace. They took a long break from the venue, hoping time would smooth things over. They even came back with a new avatar, a fresh start, determined to be friendly and positive with everyone. And it worked. Mostly they could attend other auctions and events with no issues at all. But when they returned to this specific place, the problems started again. It became clear that this one virtual family was the source of the conflict. It's subtle at first, the way groups can pick on someone, but maybe you notice your turn at the auction is called at the very last second, leaving you no time to set up your items for sale. Or worse, your turn is skipped entirely. You're there, ready to participate, but you're being actively ignored, made to feel small and insignificant. It's a quiet kind of bullying that's hard to prove but deeply felt. Little things like this add up, making you feel targeted and unwelcome. What do? You try to talk to them, to understand what's going on. You reach out, hoping for a reasonable conversation. But instead of dialogue, you're met with a wall of silence. They ignore your messages, or if they do respond, it's only to reinforce their own perspective, accusing you without ever listening to your side of the story. It's a classic case of them talking asterisk at asterisk you, not asterisk with asterisk you. It's frustrating and leaves you feeling completely powerless. This person doesn't want drama. They're not looking for a fight. They just feel hurt and wronged. The list of instances where they were singled out and picked on by this whole group for no apparent reason just keeps growing. All they want is a chance to be heard, to explain their experience to the owners of the space and to the people involved, and find a path toward resolution. Because being treated like you're invisible, like you've been banished with a digital death curse, can be just as damaging to your spirit as any real-world conflict. It's a lonely place to be. Thank you so much for listening to this story. It's a situation many of us might face in our digital lives. If you found this interesting, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more discussions like this. See you next time.